Hi, so let's take a few minutes to talk about something. I think something important. And what is that? That's disability equity. What does that mean? Well, what that means is that everyone is worth having equity. You know, I have watched so many things and done so many trainings. And I gotta tell you, what's been interesting to me is I've always struggled with there's no way you could have a disability. There's no way you should have these struggles. There's no way. Instead of saying, wow, that's got to be super challenging. Because I got to tell you, when people say to me, wow, that's got to be super challenging, how can I partner with you? What happens with me is I am less resistant because you're giving me a voice. You see, it doesn't matter if it's around disability, if it's around gender, if it's around race. When we silence people, there are problems. And part of silencing people is not giving people equity. And one of the reasons I bring this up today, of all days, is because today is Dr. King. This is what Coretta King did. She did it to celebrate Dr. King. She did it in honor of her husband. And one of the things that he really said, that what I believe that from my understanding that he said, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, he dreamed of a day when people would not be judged by the color of their skin, but by their character. You know, I gotta tell you, I love my friends who don't look like me. I do. When I walk in a room and I see people who are different than me, a lot of times I walk up to them. I feel more comfortable with them. Do you know why I feel more comfortable with them? Because I have a disability. And because I have been so judged by people who are like me. And so sometimes I feel more comfortable with people who don't look like me. Because I know they've probably gone through some judgment themselves. You know, that has always struck me. Don't judge someone by the color of their skin. Judge them by the character. Judge them by their character. What if we were to do base equity based on people's character? What if we were to make decisions based on people's character? And that's what the narrative really was. The narrative was never based on gender. It was never based on LGBTQ plus status. It was never based on age. It was never based on the color of your skin. And it was never based on disability. Instead, it was based on your character. What would our world be like? I gotta tell you, if I lived in a world like that, I'd be so happy. And I'm gonna tell you, that's the world I try to create in my life. You see, that's what it's about. And that's the world I want to live in. So on that note, I hope that you enjoyed this, and I'd love to talk to you more.